I'm Justin Richmond, co-creator of The Dragon Prince. Hello.
I'm Devin Gill. I'm the lead writer on The Dragon Prince and also a producer of some kind, unclear.
I'm Aaron Ehas, co-creator of The Dragon Prince.
I'm Raquel Belmonte. I'm the voice of Claudia.
You just stop there.
Yeah, anyway, I'm Raquel.
Yeah. I'm Vilas Spangsberg. I'm the showrunner of season 4 to 7, and I directed the first 3 seasons.
All right, so we're going to do some fun stuff today. But the first thing we're going to do is this week we solicited some Q&A questions from online places, various social media. So we're going to do some of those. There will be a chance for all y'all to ask questions later.
We'll do an open
Q&A later.
after the preview.
After the preview.
For those who are emotionally comfortable.
Yes, that's right. That's right. Okay, so I'm gonna start with this first one, and I'll read it, and then there's a nice thank you.
Thank you, Justin. I worked really hard on it.
I know. Okay, first question from Pidgey. What was the process like for actually getting the show greenlit in the first place, and what did the pitch look like? That's the first question.
So we often joke that we showed up at Netflix at the right time, and it was the time when they were like, here's 2 giant bags of gold, go make the TV show. And it's not entirely untrue. But the process was, Justin and I began developing a story for a world that we wanted to work on. We had some early ideas about how dark magic worked and how magic worked, and we developed and pushed on these characters and the world. Devin was brought in very early, probably like literally minute 2. And, we had worked with her at Riot Games, and she's incredibly talented. And so helped us kind of stretch and build the world. We brought an early pitch to a friend of ours who you may see a thank you, Kelly Kolchak, at the beginning of the first few seasons. She's like president of something at DreamWorks, and she listened to our pitch and she was like, here's what I think you need to do to make sure you're really communicating the possibilities of the world. She helped us build it to make it awesomer, and so she gets a lot of thanks. And then when we were ready, we set up a series of pitches with Nickelodeon and Disney and Netflix and Amazon. I will tell you, I'm just going to go ahead and say all the things that happened. When we went to Nickelodeon, they were like, we were just saying we love Avatar and want to do something like Avatar, and you worked on that, so yeah, we're super into it. So that went really well. When we went to Amazon, we waited for 20 minutes. The person who was supposed to take our meeting was late and then canceled. And then I think the person who was working with her took the meeting and was like, yeah, I don't know. I don't think we're doing something like this. And then years later was like, oh man, it's a shame we missed Dragon Prince. And we're like, we literally pitched it to you. So that's where Amazon was at that time.
I think it's
Very
changed.
disorganized.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's changed. I'm not going to say that. Disney was like, we love this. But it's not Star Wars or Marvel, and that's the only stuff. That's what happened. It was fine. And then Netflix was like, we were just talking about Avatar. Like, we would love to give you money to make something like Avatar.
How'd you get in
And
here?
so it was perfect because we had Netflix and Nickelodeon who were both like, we're into it. And they both pursued it. And then we ended up in a situation where we were able to go straight to series and make a season and stuff like that. And I don't know if that answers the question.
I think it does.
Probably well beyond what was asked, but I wanted to shame Amazon.
It was back when 3 guys in a PowerPoint could show up somewhere. It was great. Great time.
The PowerPoint was really good because I also worked on
That's
that.
right. Then we worked on PowerPoint.
You know what, I'm just going to say, this happened with Amazon a few weeks ago. We literally took something out, which might be getting bought somewhere, by the way, I don't want to say whatever. But our exec at Amazon didn't respond to my emails in time, and then when I finally did meet with him, I was like, I think we're already working on it. This other thing. Anyway, sorry.
It's all good.
I'll stop.
All right.
This is actually a panel about roasting Amazon.
Let's go.
Why can't I get my deliveries on time? All right, question 2. It's Karen with a Y. Is it coincidence or intentional that the story is getting darker and less for younger kids? Kids that started the show have aged up, as have the themes and tone of the story. Was this something that was planned out somewhat or known in the early stages?
You're actually here. This is your question?
Well, Karen, hi, Jackson.
It was for online only. No, it's not. You're ruining the spirit of my Q&A.
Go ahead, Devin.
I think this kind of comes with the territory of, yeah, like you said in the question itself, like the people who are watching the show have sort of grown up with it. And I think I answered something very similar to this at Comic-Con, and I hate to invoke the very popular children's franchise with no author, Harry Potter. But a lot of us grew up, enjoying that franchise. Tragedy, we don't know who wrote it. But it was a wonderful experience of sort of like starting with, the early books and being very young and engaging with it, sort of growing up with the characters. And, I think we always sort of thought about Dragon Prince in a similar way. And so in some sense, yes, it was planned. That we would want to sort of start reaching to a little bit more complicated themes the further on the series got. And then some of it was probably that we were in COVID lockdown and we're in a bad mood. So a little bit of both, I would say. I don't know, Aaron, feel free to tell me I'm wrong. But.
That's all right. All right, next one. Sasha Devra, 95. Will we ever learn about who Callum's birth father is? And is Rayla still ghosted? And will the Moon fam reunite again? That's 3 questions.
Yeah, but they're all really short, so I picked this one.
Okay.
I'll answer the Rayla. She is still ghosted. Sad.
Sage.
Did you want to talk about Callum's birth father? I think you've actually.
Yeah. There's going to be some stuff about Callum's birth father. Season 6. What should I say then?
I mean, that answers the question.
Oh, yeah.
Major spoiler.
Yeah, it's cool.
Yeah.
The last one, take the last one.
No, it's like that's exciting and a little spoilery, but
Will the Moon fam unite again? You'll have
You'll have to watch.
You'll have to watch.
The show.
Tune in next week. Not next week. I'm just kidding. That's not right. It's not coming out next week.
Justin.
I was joking. I'm sorry. I just.
Oh my gosh, yeah, really, you can
It's
watch it
not
now.
coming out next week. Sorry. Tune in soon. How about that? All right. Next one.
This is from Hoot Hoot.
Hoot Hoot. Is it? If you're here, give a shot. I couldn't help myself, but please choose your fave. 1, could you please get an out of context Ruthari spoiler, or what has Athari been doing during the time skip?
This was actually 4 questions, and I cheekily cropped out the other ones because I could answer those ones, but I wanted to answer this one. I want to both in one sort of fell swoop, and that's Athari has been being sad and making a lot of stuff, and he's been growing his hair long. Ooh. And that's the out of context spoiler.
Oh yeah, there you go.
Is this anything?
Hi, my name is Cheyenne, and this is Porridge. And first of all, Raquel, I want to commend your absolutely incredible performance. Thank you. But my question actually relates to character design. I'm a big fan of character and costume design. And I was wondering, all of you guys, what's your favorite character design in the show? And if that's a spoiler, then what's your favorite non-spoiler character design?
Oh, all right. My favorite character design is Corvus. I think he's awesome. I love his weapon. I really like his new design in seasons 4 through 7. I just think he's awesome. That's mine. Go ahead, Devin.
I'm so boring. I just really like Renan. He's
Said the woman whose name online was also Renan. So
Nobody made me change the name when I gave it to him in the beginning of development.
There's so many great designs, it's really hard. I love the Claudia updates and some of the new ones that you haven't even seen yet.
My answer is always going to be Sora.
it's not Claudia.
Pardon?
It's not Claudia.
Yeah. Yes.
I think Harrow in full armor, such a badass.
Yeah, that's awesome. We have about 10 minutes left, so we're going to probably, so thank you so much. We're probably going to try and go quickly, so let's try to do one question at a time so we can get everybody. Hi.
Alright, my name is Kevin, and I have a question for Claudia here, so listen carefully here.
Oh, I will.
Okay, so don't think about what happened beyond season 2 and beyond.
It's
Okay.
already gone. I love it. Okay.
In season 1, if you ended up with Callum, like if you were together with him, what would it have been like? If you were with Callum, not Terry.
Okay. Well, I
I think you have to pay a monthly subscription to get.
think.
Not sure.
I don't think Claudia would be where she is today, probably, if her and Callum worked out. There's that for sure. But maybe at some point it was going to come out. I really love Claudia and Terry. They're so cute. They made me so sad just now. Does that answer your question?
I'm not sure, but
All right, let's keep going. Let's try again.
You're
The gun.
Okay.
Claudium shipper, is that what we're gathering here?
So, yeah, like if you and Claudia and Callum ended up together, like.
I mean, who says they won't? What if they end up together one day? Maybe they're in. Oh, people are gonna get so mad at me for saying that. Come for me. No, don't. I'm scared.
By the way, I want your autograph.
Yeah.
Okay.
Amazing. Let's make it happen.
We take credit cards and
Happen, yes.
Thank you so much for
Thank
your
you.
question.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
thank
Awesome. Yeah, awesome. Hello.
Oh, hi there. Congratulations on making it all this way. We're getting to the end of the, maybe not, I don't know. But we've made it a long way through this journey. How do you feel emotionally now? Where are you in your personal character journey making this show? And are you excited? Are you scared? Or everything?
Everything.
Who are you asking?
Any?
Okay, how about Devin? I kind of want to know,
Yeah,
you've
Devin.
been on the whole ride.
I'm always scared of everything. But no, what has my character arc been? It's strange. I talk a lot about how the show kind of matured and whatnot, and I've had a really it's been a lot of growth for me. I think to start writing something for ostensibly a younger audience, and then as it has grown, been able to put more of myself in it. I think just because as a grown up, it became more and more familiar. And I talk a lot about season 5, which you've all hopefully seen now. It's out. Episode 508 is sort of like one of the most personal things that I've ever been able to write, with my husband, of course. He's not here, but he also wrote it. But it's been really rewarding, I think, overall. And there's so much of every single person who's touched the show, and I'm privileged to be just, a small part of it. But I don't know, does that answer your question? It's so many feelings. There's so many feelings.
Thank you.
Oh my God, thank you so much.
Hello. I think the music is maybe my favorite character. I don't know. Season 5, the music was amazing, from A Song of Lust and Love to Dark-Eyed Sailor. I want to know if we can expect some more awesome music in the next season, and if you have any favorite musical moments.
For sure, more magic music, right? I mean, Freddie Weidman is incredible. He's an incredible composer. And
Frederick
artist.
Weidman?
Frederick Weidman, yeah. We call him Freddie.
Freddie.
Yeah. You can find him on Spotify. He has tons of awesome stuff. That's not Dragon Prince, but there's also awesome Dragon Prince stuff. And yes, of course, we'll have more music, but Felas, you got anything?
yeah, like it's a little bit impossible to ask for it to take a step out every single season, but he sort of does it by himself. We actually supposed to have lunch with him soon, by the way, guys. I think he's asking for more seasons.
Yeah, we all
like
are.
that's working with Freddie and working with Raquel and Aaron. Everybody is like, you sort of. It's a privilege, but you also sort of have to take a step up every day because everybody's so good. And I think animation, and there's so much great animation out there. We have Blue Eyed Samurai, and Arcane, and all these like big shows that we all love. And I think that it's just fun to be in this industry where it's a challenge. You know, we always have to do better. And working with Freddie on the score just sort of makes that a little easier. So yeah.
Yeah, we would put like notes down that's like, Freddie made him cry, and then you come back with something awesome. So, thank you.
There's more singing.
Yeah, there's more singing.
That's my cool spoiler.
Hello.
Hi. For when you're doing season 6, is there any characters that you're looking forward being developed in this coming season? Like any personally for you guys? Like it doesn't have to be your own character, like any of them.
Like new characters or character developments in general, like.
Any new characters and
Okay.
characters that are coming into development.
Yeah. I'm pretty excited for Astrid, and Boone Williams is here, who plays Astrid. She's here today.
I don't know where she is.
That's a new character we love, and I'm excited for this particular piece of, and this would be in the category of you swore an oath not to share it, this piece of Viren's arc.
Yeah.
Which is, that's even, believe it or not, even more complicated from this episode.
Okay.
Yeah, that's right. Thank you.
Hi, so I'm just wondering, like, was there some kind of inspiration, or was there an inspiration for having the young, or the baby dragon, like, bark like a dog? Or just like, and also when does that change into not a bark? Or does it, or who was?
Is that where he howls?
Well, so if you really listen closely in season 6, and maybe season 7 as well, if you make it all that far, hopefully you'll be able to listen and hear the difference. We're sort of working. I think originally, Jack did it.
Yeah, Jack did the original.
Dog voices that we're sort of using, and
The goal was to have what would a baby dragon sound like, but I mean we don't have real recordings of that, so you're trying to
they are different
find
medium.
a sound. Yeah.
Exactly. So we've also been working with camel sounds and
there's a bunch of
toys,
stuff.
and it what serves the story, right? It's sort of like trying to, but there will be a development over the next 2 seasons how he sounds.
Do you think Zim will talk by the end of season 7? I'm curious. Raise your hand if you think Zim will talk.
I don't think it's gonna.
Okay, a little less than half. In fact, a little less than 20%. Okay, we'll see. We'll see how that pays out for any bettors out there.
All right, we only have time for one more question, and I know that there's a child in line. Can we
Okay.
get them? Can we let them?
Well, let's get the next question. Let's get the next question, please.
Cool.
And then we'll go to.
Okay, cool.
Thanks, Justin.
Yeah.
Hi. I know you guys are very busy people, so I'm sorry for asking this, but when do you think we can see more short stories like on the website? Because I love them so much.
Bevan?
Let me see what I can do.
Good answer.
Yeah, good answer.
I'll see what.
Thank you.
They're really fun to write.
I thought we had till.
No, I guess we're out of time.
Is it 11:50, not 11:55? Who's giving us the signs back here? I thought we had more time.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought it was 11:55. All right. Go ahead.
Thank you.
How did you land on your animation style? Like, how many different choices did you have before you finally settled on what you wanted for the aesthetic?
I think Vilas should answer that.
Yeah. So Aaron and the team, they had definitely a vision and an idea to make this a unique piece. And I think the team at Badell in Vancouver, we were sort of like brainstorming, different. We wanted to be unique, but also it's sort of tricky because you're also balancing, the budget you have, the schedules you have, the team, what the team can do, and I think we threw ourselves a little bit in the deep end, and it took maybe a season to get there, but we sort of got there, and I'm very happy with the look because it's still fairly unique to this day. Again, and we have a Kane and Blue Eye, as I've mentioned before, that also have sort of unique styles, but we find a style that we can stick to, and unfortunately, it's actually a pretty tricky style to do where it looks good. So that's been always the challenge to find smart ways of getting the show looking as good as it can within budget and schedule. So we did different styles, and we just everybody was jamming on this one. I felt it was pretty cool. We're leaning into some of the 2D aesthetics and stuff. And we've been pushing that as much as we can, educating new people that come on. A lot of people come on from like preschool shows that are more CG. So sort of back to film school. You know, don't move the camera if you don't have to move the camera. Don't cut if you don't have to cut. So there's been a little bit of that. So, yeah. It's an ongoing sort of growing process of having new directors come on the show, new art directors, and you know, they sort of bring their own perspective. So yeah.
I love your Gravity Falls shirt and hat. That's awesome. Thank you for your question.
So, sorry, I didn't, if I knew we were running out of time, that the time was this, I wouldn't have used so much time shaming Amazon. So, with that, that's it, quick question. Statement.
Yeah.
We'll be around outside.
We'll be around outside.
Like, grab us, we're around, ask the question.
Yep.
We'd like